Migraine Decoded: Causes, Triggers, and Natural Solutions. Migraine is not just a severe headache. It's a neurological disorder that disrupts sensory processing and affects the quality of life. It affects more than 12% of the global population, with a higher prevalence in women due to hormonal influences. Migraine is classified as one of the top causes of disability worldwide by the World Health Organization. Unlike tension headaches, migraines often come with multiple sensory symptoms, like visual auras, nausea, and hypersensitivity to light, sound, or smell. While conventional treatments manage symptoms, understanding the root causes allows for true healing and prevention. What happens during a migraine? Migraine involves a sequence of neurovascular and neurochemical events. Here's how the process typically unfolds. Neurotransmitter imbalance, which refers to a sudden drop in serotonin, a key neurotransmitter that causes blood vessels in the brain to expand, or vasodilation, leading to inflammation and pain. Cortical spreading depression, a slow-moving wave of electrical activity that moves across the brain's surface, associated with aura symptoms like visual disturbances or tingling sensations. Trigeminal nerve activation, a major facial nerve becomes activated, releasing neuropeptides, which dilates blood vessels and increases inflammation and pain. This triggers a chain of symptoms. The entire migraine episode can last from a few hours to several days. Common symptoms include a pulsating, one-sided headache, nausea or vomiting, sensitivity to light photophobia, sensitivity to sound, phonophobia, visual auras in some individuals, mental fog or confusion during the postdrome or recovery phase. Let's review some of the root causes and triggers. Migraines are multi-causal and individualized. Some of the deeper causes and drivers include 1. Genetic factors. Up to 80% of migraine sufferers have a family history. Certain gene mutations impact brain ion channels, increasing excitability. 2. Hormonal fluctuations. Estrogen impacts serotonin and other neurotransmitters. Migraines worsen around menstruation, ovulation, or menopause. 3. Gut-brain axis dysfunction. Gut health directly impacts brain health. Dysbiosis, or leaky gut, or food intolerances like gluten, dairy, or histamine, can trigger systemic inflammation that affects the brain. Watch our videos on the connection between gut health and migraines. Link in the description. 4. Mitochondrial dysfunction. The brain has high energy demands. Poor mitochondrial function reduces ATP production, making the brain more susceptible to migraines. 5. Nutrient deficiencies. Magnesium, vitamin B2, CoQ10, and vitamin D deficiencies are frequently linked to increased migraine frequency. 6. Stress and cortisol dysregulation. Chronic stress leads to hypothalamic pituitary-adrenal dysfunction, disrupting serotonin and inflammatory pathways. 7. Sleep disruption. Irregular or inadequate sleep can disrupt the function of the hypothalamus, a key brain region involved in triggering migraines. 8. Environmental triggers. Strong smells, weather changes, flickering lights, or loud sounds could all trigger migraine. Let's review some holistic approaches that could help in lowering the symptoms of migraine. The holistic model focuses on systems healing the gut and restoring microbiome balance, stabilizing hormones and blood sugar, nourishing the brain and nervous system, managing lifestyle factors like stress and sleep, using food and herbs as medicine. Focus on whole, anti-inflammatory foods rich in magnesium, omega-3, fatty acids, antioxidants, and B vitamins such as Bito, kale, and Swiss chard, as they are high in magnesium. Salmon and mackerel are rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Avocados and bananas contain potassium and healthy fats. Quinoa and oats regulate blood sugar. Berries and cherries are full of anthocyanins and reduce neuroinflammation. Water-rich foods such as cucumber, celery, watermelon for hydration. Avoid tyramine-rich foods such as aged cheese, red wine. Nitrates-rich foods such as processed meats like sausages and salamis. Foods containing MSG and artificial sweeteners. Caffeine, as excessive use or sudden withdrawal. Chocolate is a common but not universal trigger. Herbs and natural remedies. Feverfew reduces the frequency of migraine episodes by inhibiting serotonin release and platelet aggregation. Butterbur is a muscle relaxant and anti-inflammatory, and can tone down the symptoms. Ginger root is powerful for nausea and has anti-inflammatory properties. Turmeric with black pepper is a potent anti-inflammatory compound due to presence of curcumin. Peppermint oil diluted can be applied to temples during an attack. Lavender oil can be diffused or applied topically to reduce stress and pain. Supplements that can help with migraines. Magnesium glycinate or citrate, 400 to 600 milligrams daily, helps with vascular tone and neurotransmission. Riboflavin B2, 400 milligrams per day to boost mitochondrial function. CoQ10, 100 to 300 milligrams per day supports cellular energy. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil or algae are also useful. Vitamin D, low D, is correlated with higher migraine incidence. Melatonin helps regulate circadian rhythms and improve sleep. Mind-body exercises, do yoga, especially forward bends, child's pose, and restorative yoga to reduce muscle tension and anxiety. Practice breath work. Try the 4-7-8 technique or alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, to calm the vagus nerve. Meditate. It reduces cortisol and increases GABA, a calming neurotransmitter. Cold compress your head to reduce dilation of blood vessels. Do eye exercises and blue light filters. It helps reduce sensory overload from screens. Sleep, hygiene, and routine. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid screens 1 to 2 hours before bed. Use blackout curtains. Keep the room cool and quiet. No caffeine past mid-afternoon. Create a wind-down routine. Warm bath, reading, breath work. Putting it all together, migraines may seem like a mystery or a random curse, but they are signals from a system that's overwhelmed or out of balance. When you begin to explore the main causes, whether they are hormonal, nutritional, emotional, or gut-related, you open the door to healing. People who once experienced 8 to 10 migraines a month have completely reversed their symptoms using lifestyle, nutrition, and gentle self-care. The key lies in tracking your triggers, healing the gut-brain axis, nourishing your nervous system, and living with greater rhythm, rest, and resilience. The information provided in this presentation is for educational and informational purposes only, and is not intended as a substitute for advice from a physician or other qualified healthcare professional. Please consult your healthcare provider before starting any new diet, supplement, exercise program, or treatment, especially if you have a medical condition, take medications, or are pregnant or breastfeeding. While holistic approaches can support well-being, individual results may vary, and this information does not constitute medical diagnosis, treatment, or prescription. The presenter and associated parties disclaim any liability for adverse effects resulting from the use or application of the information presented. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on natural healing, holistic health, and science-backed wellness. Got questions or your own experience with migraines? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care of your mind, body, and spirit.